So it's one thing to have your investments not pay you the return that you thought that you were going to earn. It's another thing to lose your principal on an investment. And that's where the real risk comes in. Whether you're talking about real estate investments, stock investments, any other type of investment, losing your principal is the big, hairy risk that you really want to avoid at all costs. So we've brought in an expert today to talk about how to spot scammy real estate investments to avoid losing your principal on your hard-earned money. So Ginger Faith is a Silicon Valley real estate broker and builder. She's the CEO of Golden Canyon Properties. She's also the founder of the Women's Wealth Network. And this is part of the fun of running a passive real estate investment club is we get to talk to so many different niche real estate experts. So without further ado, Ginger, I would love to hear about your protocols because you've been in this game for a long time. Your protocols for spotting scammy real estate investments.
Yeah, so I obviously I'm not an expert in scams, but I know I've seen a lot.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
so
sure.
right. So I would say that let's get down to three main tips to keep it simple. Okay, so first of all, investigate the background of anybody that you do business with. Anybody. So I would go spend the $20, go on to whitepages.com. That would be the first way. Okay, so I have come into some scammers in the years of and I have friends who have done it as well. If you go into whitepages.com, you'll see suspicious activity. Something will not be right. Okay, if it's clean as a whistle, that's good. Number one. That's number two. Be very, very cautious with anything coming over the internet. Anything. If it's somebody that's friending you on Facebook, they could be grooming you to be your friend. Okay, they might act like they know what they're doing. They might actually know exactly what they're doing. They might be very friendly, but anybody that you don't have a long-standing relationship with, or know people that know people who really do. Obviously, Bernie Madoff had a great reputation, but that
Yeah.
was a mess, right? So anything can happen. We don't know that, okay? But however, but now the internet is just rife with problems. And so I had two occasions where I met up with scammers, and they were both through Facebook. So just FYI. So be cautious. So if you're part of a Rotary Club or a service organization, or if you've known people for many, many years, I would say use that network first. Real estate investment clubs are hit or miss. Some of the biggest scammers are the teachers on some of these real estate meetups. Not always, but or they're incompetent and then they end up folding. And then I've seen that quite a few times where they're not necessarily scamming, but they don't know what they're doing, but they stand up in front of the crowd and they act like they do. And a lot of people have lost money that way. So beware of the real estate meetup. Again, not good or bad, just be aware. And number three, act like a bank. 100% act like a bank. I say this over and over. The banks don't trust you. It's one thing to know how to make money, and it's a completely different skill set to learn how to invest money. The banks and insurance companies have huge underwriting departments. We don't have that, but we need to learn how to underwrite like a bank. So you come into the situation saying, I don't necessarily trust this person. Right off the bat, you come in, it's like trust but verify. Just if it sounds too good to be true, it might be good, it might be true, but you have to run it through a category of analysis, and that's a whole nother conversation. Like, we don't have time to know, but just keep that in the back of your mind always. When someone brings you their prospectus or their information, you need to have a set of protocol, and if you don't, you need to find out somebody who has that, who is a neutral third party, who is a good, honest person who can help you to figure out how to underwrite. So I would say those are the three main ways to protect your money. As Richard Branson said, if you protect your downside, the upside will take care of itself. And there's no return of principal of investment until there's a return. I mean, there's no return on investment until there's a return of the investment. We have to keep those things in mind. So I think those are the main things to really focus on. And if you do that, you're going to be well ahead of the game in making sure that your money is safe and productive.
Yeah, no, it's something that we've actually seen a lot in our real estate investment club. some of the biggest like brand names, if you will, sponsors, who we've looked at, um, the ones who are focusing more on marketing and branding themselves as like gurus and whatnot, their performance over the last 2 years has been terrible compared to the people who are really focused on operations and investments. And they're not out there, trying to sell their $50,000 like course or whatever. They're out there, just with their head down, like doing deals,
Right,
delivering returns to their
right.
investments. So we've actually in our club, so we get together every month and we vet different investments together as a club. And the deals that have performed best for us have actually been among a lot of the smaller operators and smaller sponsors, people who didn't have or don't have huge brand names. And the two worst investments that we've made as a club were actually with like two big brand names who had these big sterling reputations and big brands, going into 2022. Um, but yeah,
Yeah,
one other thing that you said that struck a chord with me is, trying to find people to invest with through other people who you already know and trust. That's huge. In fact, that's how we try to find the sponsors who we look at for as potential people to invest with, is through other sponsors who we've invested with before. So that's the question that we always ask people when we invest with them is like, hey, who else do you know, like, and trust in this industry? Like, who are you investing your money with as an LP? Because I feel a lot better about finding a sponsor if we found them through someone else that we already know and trust. So
yeah, yeah,
I love all of that.
absolutely. Yeah.
Ginger, in 30 seconds or less, how do you help people and how can people connect with you if they want to take you up on that help?
Well, Ginger Crystal Faith. I'm a real estate and mortgage broker. So if you have real estate problems, come to me. I've helped people for 30 years, and what I love about what I do is that I can pull from multiple disciplines to help people with not only buy and sell real estate. I am a luxury home builder, and I can help them understand what it's going to cost if they're buying an investment, what the underwriting is, and things like that. So, and if you're in the Bay Area, feel free to reach out to me if you have any real estate issues, and I'm happy to help. I'm all over social media, Ginger Crystal Faith, broker builder.
Awesome. Well, Ginger, thank you so much for joining us today. And guys, if you like these quick, focused conversations that we've had with industry experts, please rate, review the show. Makes the world of difference to us. And on that note, we will catch you next time. Want the cash flow, appreciation, and tax benefits of real estate without becoming a landlord? You've heard of REITs and real estate crowdfunding, but you probably don't know much about 5 other ways to invest passively in real estate. So we put together a free video course for you to show you how to consistently earn 15% plus returns from 5 lesser known hands-off ways to invest in real estate. And even more importantly, we'll keep risk front and center in that whole discussion. Because really, what's the point of investing for high returns if you also take on high risk, right? So visit sparkrental.com/free to take our free course. Each video is snackable at 10 to 15 minutes long, and the entire course takes less time than watching a movie. Looking forward to chatting with you from within the course.